Hey, Wonderhussy here, out in the middle of nowhere again on another solo road trip with my trusty steed here. I mean, I'm camped out here on this beautiful, pristine, dry lake bed. And well, the forecast didn't call for any rain. So I'm hoping those clouds move the other way because, well, if there's one place you don't want to camp in a rainstorm, it's on a dry lake bed. Because, well, as I've learned in the past, they very quickly become lakes again. Or I should say giant mud puddles. And, well, it's no fun trying to get out of them. But I checked the weather. It's not supposed to rain here at all. And if it does, gosh, I think it'll just sprinkle a little bit. And this ground here is real hard packed. So I feel confident in just camping out right here tonight. And boy, howdy, what an amazing place it is. Look all around me. Ain't nobody here but us hussies. And even better than that, there's excellent 4G cell signal. So I'd call this, well, a win-win-win because there's also a really nice hot spring over there across the road. But I'm not going to go in the hot spring because, well, unfortunately, we're still in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic, and I just tried to get out of the house for a few days because I got cabin fever, and I feel like going to a hot spring would be irresponsible because I might pick up germs, and I don't know, man. I feel like I'm okay if I just park out here in the middle of nowhere and don't talk to anyone or interact with anyone. And that's okay because I have other plans anyway. I just rolled in here. It's about 6:30 p.m. and I drove up because there's a location I want to explore tomorrow in the mountains behind me. Now the sun is right behind them, so it's not going to be a very good view. Sorry about that, but I scouted on Google Maps off of a tip that someone sent me. A really cool old abandoned mine camp way up in those mountains. And well, I didn't want to drive all the way up there to camp up in the mountains because boy howdy, it'd be cold. I mean, even here on this dry lake bed, I think it's in the 40s maybe. Despite the sunshine, it's actually pretty chilly, and it would only be colder up in them there hills. So I decided I'll make camp here tonight on this dry lake bed at the base of the mountains, have a nice dinner, get a good night's sleep, and then drive up and check out the mining camp in the morning. Yikes, maybe I should stop dilly-dallying around and get busy making dinner in case that weather does move over here. It looks like it might. Well, nothing new here. I got the same old, same old. I'm going to do some tasty bites again. I've got some Bengal lentils, some brown rice, some cashews, and a glass of wine. So, cheers. Here's to another great escape. Ooh, got in my car just in time, man. I don't know, whatever weather is coming in here looks nasty. You know what I mean? Like, that looks pretty gnarly, but guess what? I'm inside. I got my dinner made. I got my atlas to check out and make some plans for tomorrow. Can't say I mind being in here at all. Well, it never did rain last night. Got real windy and looked pretty threatening, but unfortunately I never did get to hear the sound of rain falling on the roof of my car. But that being said, I was still real cozy and I slept great. This was an awesome place to camp. I mean, earlier this morning when I first got up, there was like one other Jeep way on the other side of the lake bed. But other than that, I haven't seen a soul. And it's interesting because, well, right over there is the hot spring that I like. But because of this friggin' coronavirus pandemic, I'm not going to go over there and, well, simmer in other people's juices. Not today. I've got other plans. We're going to head into those mountains there to this mining camp that looks, well, it's so remote that there ought to be something cool left there. All right. Let's roll. Okay, driving up the road, I already found something interesting. It's looks like an old homestead that isn't what I planned to check out, but hey, we might as well stop and, well, time to take a break anyways, pee and stretch my legs. Look how cute. It's a little tiny cabin. Must have been somebody's homestead back in the day. And wow-wee, look at the view they had. Okay, this cabin looks pretty busted, so I don't think we're gonna find anything interesting inside it, but hey, might as well take a quick peek. I mean, if nothing else, looks like we can get a free hug in here. Yikes. Okay, well, I ain't scared. Hug or no hug, let's see. Oh man, this is so cute. This little porch. Oh, look at how, and like I said, look at the view. This porch, if it was glassed in at one time, it would have been so nice in the winter. Screened in, would have been nice in the summer. Looks like it was just a one-room cabin. One whole wall is missing. It was just one room and then that awesome little porch. Oh man, look. It's a girl. Yeah. For those of you who haven't heard my rant before, I hate Mylar balloons because they friggin' never decompose and they end up getting blown away from your party or your baby shower or whatever it is that you're having. And they end up getting trapped. A lot of them get trapped in Death Valley. Something to do with the way the air currents are. Well, we're not in Death Valley. We're east of Death Valley. And who knows where this balloon drifted in from, but I'm going to go ahead and take it with me and throw it away in the proper receptacle. And just another reminder to y'all, next time you're thinking of buying balloons, think again. Huh, well, I don't see any free hugs, so I guess I'm just going to go get back in my car and keep driving. Maybe I'll find some farther up the road. Onward. Okay, wow. Still have 10 miles to go, and this wasn't on my radar either, but looks like we stumbled on another little lonely homestead. Better go check it out. Okay, well, the first thing I noticed about this homestead is this crazy dramatic rock formation it's sort of cowering under. Look at this. I mean, first of all, we've been coming through some really astounding, breathtaking, rugged territory, but look at this, man. It's like these two caves. I guess those are caves. I mean, that one looks like it's got smoke stains on it from, gosh, maybe even prehistoric days or certainly Native American days. Cultural resources in the vicinity of this notice are fragile and, oh, wow, yeah, it is. It's an an archaeological site. So, wow, these are prehistoric caves, and it looks like you can hike in here. Let's go check them out. Gosh, these mountains are just amazing. I mean, I think I found my favorite new place in Nevada. You know what I mean? Like, I camped on that awesome dry lake bed and then drove up into these mountains, and I haven't even gotten to the thing I was trying to get to, and I've already found all this cool stuff. No telling what all else is up here. Anyway, let's go check out this cave real quick, and then we'll go look in that cabin. Okay, it doesn't say you can't go in. It just says you can't injure, destroy, excavate, appropriate, or remove any artifacts. So I'm just going to go ahead and duck through the fence. I wonder what the story with this cave is. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, I can imagine that whatever Native Americans lived in this area probably came up to these mountains in the summertime because it was cooler up here. Okay, so there's really two. There's this big one, and then there's that smaller one over there. Let's go check out this big one. Steep hike up. Oh, wow, but yeah, it's kind of protected back in here. It goes back deeper than I thought. So I guess this would be pretty cozy. I mean, maybe they stayed here in the winter, too. Even with all the snow around. Holy cow, look. Amazing. All that soot from thousands of years of campfires. Isn't that amazing? Oh, look, there's this weird little hole on the side. Some little bird made its nest in there. I won't bother you, little feller. I'll just keep on moving. Holy moly, this is absolutely unreal. This is why I love Nevada, y'all. There's all this crazy stuff like this all over the place. Reminds me of how I don't know if you guys heard that story 5 years ago where some hiker found a rifle leaning up against a tree from like 1865. Somebody leaned it against a tree back in 1865, and it stayed there all these years until some hiker found it about 5 years ago. That was up in Great Basin Park in Nevada. But I guess my point in telling that story is there's so much desolate territory out here where very few or relatively few people go that, well, you do have pretty good odds of finding cool stuff. Unfortunately, because of that sign here, I wouldn't be able to take anything cool, even if I found it. And I wouldn't anyways. I'd put it in a museum or something, give it to the appropriate authorities so everyone can enjoy it. Okay, here's the other side. It's like a duplex cave. They had neighbors. Oh, this one's much smaller. So yeah, not too much going on in here. And very interesting, there's no vandalism or anything. No beer cans, no shotgun shells. Pretty pristine, just like it was back in 4200 BC. Oh man, now I'm really glad I came out on this trip. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, as I was driving up here, it was really cold. I mean, it's probably like in the 30s up here, and the road was kind of muddy, and I don't know, I just thought, oh, I'm probably not gonna be able to make it to this mine camp. Well, I should have just stayed home. Man, I'm really glad I came out. I feel so much better. My mood is so improved. Just being out in this beautiful landscape. Oh, if you guys could smell the smell of all this sagebrush. It's kind of wet from the rain yesterday. Woo! It's a great day to be out and exploring. And hopefully my descriptions are vivid enough to where you feel like you're actually with me. Okay, let's go check out this cabin. Uh-oh, my rig's starting to get a few mud stains. Well, it might rain again before it's over and wash them off. Okay, so here we are at the old homestead. And the first thing I noticed, well, I noticed a few things. First of all, look at that water faucet pump. Oh, wow. I don't know if it's working. There's no water coming out. But that looks fairly modern. And then I was going to say also that those red plastic feed buckets on the pole there, those look pretty modern too. So, gosh, somebody might have been living out here fairly recently. But if you look at, I mean, look at this corral. This is all just totally rough-hewn logs, trees, you know, like, they didn't go to Lowe's and buy them, I hate to tell you. So, golly, maybe it was an old ranch and people just have been living here, you know, fairly recently. I mean, you can see there's an outhouse up there, so they did not have indoor plumbing, but it actually looks like there's a shower set up over there, so that's pretty fancy. Oh, look, here's a trash barrel. Oh, I wonder if the trash service comes all the way out here. Oh, man, look at this. Beans, water. What are those drinks? India Pale Ale. Oh, I was going to say it was like some Mexican dudes living here because of the beans, but IPA, I don't know. It might have just been some bros camping. Who can say? I love how they left their trash here, though, as if the trash truck's going to come pick it up. All right, well, wow, up here. Let's go check out the outhouse real quick. Not just because of the outhouse, but look at this old stone ruin here. I mean, this looks like the ruin of a very old building, so I'm going to guess that this homestead does go back quite some time. Wow, look around us. Look at this friggin' landscape. You can barely see the little top of the cabin poking out of the hillside. Holy cow. All right, might as well check out the outhouse. Well, door's blown clean off, but it did have a little moon cut in it. That's cute. And it's got a real toilet seat, so gosh, maybe people were using this fairly recently. Oh, look, isn't that the, what do you call that? The brand from the ranch, 76GG? Maybe that's what the ranch was. And then, so I'm not going to look in the toilet, don't worry, but there is a bucket in here with some old newspapers in it. I guess reading material while you're on the toilet. Oh, American Rifleman, quality stuff. From 2012, not even that old. Huh. Oh, look, here's an address. Barbara Lancaster from Mina, Nevada. Babs, if you're watching this, hi. Oh my friggin' God, you guys, look at this. I feel like Julie Andrews in The Sound of Music, but it's like the desert version. This landscape's amazing. It also makes me feel like Tom Sawyer or Huckleberry Finn. Like it'd be fun to run around in all these caves and play robbers like they used to do. Okay, before I go in the cabin, I see there's this little trail up here on the hillside behind it. It looks like it goes to maybe the well. So I thought I'd go check that out real quick just before we go into the cabin. And I'm actually really excited to go in this cabin because, well, it looks pretty well sealed up. See that cap on the chimney? The roof's totally covered in rocks and dirt, so it looks solid. And then the fact that there's even a shower here, like maybe they still use this as a summer camp for when they're like rounding up their cattle from open rangeland or something. I don't know. Well, yeah, doesn't this look like a well? I bet it is, because look. Well, that's the lid, clearly. And then there's a pipe running out of it, this big tank, big fiberglass tank. And that must be coming from up, well, I don't know if you can see. Looks like there is some water running out of the side of the rock. So there's probably some kind of spring up there. And that's where they got the water to run this little homestead. You guys, look at this cabin. Look at the friggin' stonework on that. And there's even like a little flagstone patio. And the roof, like that thing is solid. I bet it's going to be really nice inside. Oh, wow. But guess what? I'm not going in yet. I'm going to make you wait. Let's go check out this shower first. Now, this is a first. Well, maybe not a first, but it's a rarity. You hardly ever see showers at these old cabins. Look, there's another one of those water spigots. And there's even a flagstone patio in front of the shower. And look at the shower curtain is still in good shape. It's like an old army tarp. And then like, so it's basically a pallet floor, you know, for drainage. And then, well, I don't know. I guess there at one time there was a water tank on the top, but it's been removed. Oh, there's even a hook for your robe or your towel. And a little shelf up here to put your soap and your razor. Wowie. Yeah, I'm guessing, I mean, I've seen a shower like that where there's like one of those square water tanks on top. And I guess they just kind of took it off for some reason. Maybe they just bring it out here when they come stay in the summer. Okay, well, let's see what's inside this solidly constructed, adorable little cabin. Look at the door even. Now the door's not latched even or locked, but I'll close it tightly when I leave. Let's see if it'll open. Sure does. Oh wow, look at this. What on earth? The refrigerator door is wide open right here in front. Oh my goodness, you guys. This is unreal. Okay, hold on. I'm back up into the corner here. So basically, it's a one-room cabin, and the only thing in it is a kitchen. There's that kind of commercial sink for doing dishes. And look, it's plumbed because they have that spring there. And then there's a refrigerator, which looks like there's a gas line that you could even connect it and run it. I guess they had gas out here. Interesting. Look. Hooks to hang your pots and pans. Look at this. Oh my gosh. That's a cool hook for hanging stuff on. Got a little bit of soap and a few glasses. Let's see if there's anything in these cupboards. Uh-oh. Cupboard's bare. Nothing in there. Why do I always feel like Goldilocks when I'm poking around these places? Now, as for the fridge, it's one of those really cool old Cervell fridges. And the only thing left in it is some lime juice. Oh, there is lime juice in it too. Wow. All right, well, I guess I'm just going to leave the fridge door open since that's how I found it. I'm not sure. They might have done that for some purposeful reason. I mean, look, the light bulb's even still in it. That's just amazing. I mean, this is clearly still an operational fridge. And I hate to even think how old this thing is. Look, Cervell Incorporated, Evansville, Indiana. Wow. Okay, well, what's really interesting about this room to me is, first of all, the walls are totally, what do you call this, like adobe? Oh, there's a few spiders there. Sorry, guys, I think they're dead anyways. They don't look like they're alive. Anyway, it's like, it's been plastered over with, well, stucco or something. You can even see the, like, trowel marks still in it. Well, there's the chimney. I guess maybe you have to bring your own wood-burning stove, BYOWBS. And look at the floor. The floor is pretty solid stone. I mean, I just love these Flintstone shelves built into the wall like that. That's freaking amazing. And then look inside, even the ceiling is wood paneling with that one rough log crossbeam across top. This cabin is so solidly constructed. I've never seen anything like this. Look at this window. I mean, I guess if you came up here in the summer, you could take the plywood off of the window. Maybe they just unscrew it and then put it back on when they leave, like close it up for the winter type deal. Amazing. And then there's even like a light, a gas light. And then there's a hook there. I guess that's to hang your macrame plant holder and put your spider plant up. Look at what's interesting up here is there's all these cobwebs hanging from the ceiling, and it looks like there's popcorn stuck in the cobwebs. Is that popcorn? Or I don't know what that is. It looks like popcorn. But there's a spider in that web, and maybe it'll tell us. What is that? Are you going to the movies? Oh, there's a peanut shell up there too. I don't know. Do spiders grab stuff and bring them up into their webs? That's weird. Never seen anything like that. Interesting. And it's just weird that there's all this popcorn about because the rest of the cabin is so tidy. Oh, wow, look. There's even a roll of paper towels hanging in the window over the sink. See, there's glass in this window looking out of the corral. Wow. Some trash bags and a broom. Huh. Some solar lights, is that what those are? Oh no, those are plugs for the drains. And a busted spoon, stirring spoon. All right, well, let's address the elephant in the room here. And that is, there's this little notebook that people have been writing their names when they come visit. So it looks like somebody was here on April 2nd. Today is April 10th or so. I don't even know the date. Lee family, Tony, Melissa, Jenna, Jalissa. Hot, new, getting away from COVID-19. razor ride today. And then look at this guy, Mike Doherty from Grass Valley. Social distancing, surviving the corona. Again, this one too. Somebody from Oregon surviving the corona. I guess a lot of people had the same idea I did. Wow, look at this guy. Came all the way from Sao Paulo, Brazil on February 28th. Man, to think that somebody came all the way from Brazil to this lonely little homesteader's cabin in the middle of nowhere, Nevada. That's pretty cool to me. I mean, I suppose there are downsides to globalization, you know, like coronavirus. But I don't know, I also just think it's kind of cool. Oh, interesting. Well, I guess I better sign this notebook. Okay, wow, I signed my name, left my mark. Maybe I'll get a new YouTube subscriber or two out of it. But, well, that's pretty much it for this little cabin. Oh, I didn't even notice there's another gas light there. So this place, imagine how cozy this place would be. Man, even in the winter, I dare say, if you had a wood-burning stove, I mean, these walls are so friggin' solid. Look how thick they are, by the way. I'm standing by one. It's whiter than I am. If you had a fire going in the corner there and you had the little gas lights going, you have to bring a big propane thing up, I guess. There's plenty of room to have a cot, a bed, you know, a couple beds, have your buddies up here, you know, stock all these shelves with canned food and, you know, booze and put some beer in the fridge. And man, I feel like I could stay up here for at least a month because, well, gosh, there's no telling. You know, those two caves right there were so cool. No telling what else is hidden in this area. I mean, this is such, listen, not a sound. This is such a remote area that, man, this is the kind of place where you'd find an old rifle for sure. All right, little cabin. See you next time. Man, I feel like I will definitely come back to this place. Close it up. Maybe I should put a stick in that to hold it closed. What do you say? Let me find a good sized stick. Oh, even better. Here's a piece of metal. That ought to keep the critters out. We'll go like that. And then I'll put that in there. It'll hook right over the top. Hey, look at that. Leave her better than you found her. It's the Wonderhussy way. Okay, well, I still have 10 more miles to go before I get to the place I'm trying to get to. Assuming I'll be able to make it, but, you know, I feel like I've already seen so much that, well, I might as well just go ahead and wrap this video up now. And if you want to find out if I make it to the real site, well then, you're just going to have to stay tuned until next time.